So yeah, Ali Lowe is a game developer and maker who likes combining digital and physical media. In the past, he has helped run the local makerspace and organised numerous game jams. He runs a small studio in Dundee, creating dyslexia-friendly games and tools, as well as a few new games for retro systems. So everyone, give a big round of applause for Ali. Woo!
Where's that timer? Can I see the number? Okay. Right, go. Hi, I'm Ali Lowe. As I said, I run low-tech games, very dyslexic. Here's where you can find me online. I'm not going to linger too long because I've got a lot to go through here. Here's some of the games I've worked on in the past, everything from like NES all the way up to like PS5 and mobile, everything in between. Today I'm going to talk about April Fool's Day pranks and focus on one in particular that I've did. One that I did a long time ago was I made a white cream egg and then left it in the office tuck shop, and then hilarity ensued. Another one, I made a Nintendo PlayStation prototype, like fake thing. I made a video for it, pretended that I found it at a car boot and that I got my game running on it. Unfortunately, that was 2020, where everybody decided April Fool's was banned, so it didn't do very well. Last year, I made a fake card grading company that deals with damaged cards. And I don't know if you can see the prices and stuff, but like a damaged Charizard, it's like minus 100 score, and it's 1,200 or something like that. But the one I'm going to focus on is cross-stitch. Bit of backstory, my parents are both kind of in textiles. My mum has run a sewing shop for as long as I've known, and my dad was a textile technologist, so like designing fabric for shirts. So I've always kind of grown up around like textile stuff, and also playing games. And even as a kid, I would like do cross-stitch of the pixel art and stuff. This wasn't one of mine, but I think they're all gone. But I also like animation and stuff as well, and I like the idea of combining like cross-stitch with animation. So I looked at what other people had did, and it seemed really laborious, and I just couldn't be bothered. And a lot of it was also like digitally manipulated afterwards to kind of like fix some of the errors. So I thought, why not just go fully digital and do like animated digital cross-stitch? And also I did this thing where you could make the threads animate in and out and create this kind of like weird trail after it, something that the other ways could not have did. This was my first attempt at that in Photoshop. It was a manual attempt. It took bloody ages and it didn't look very good. So I quickly jumped over to Unity and like made a simple test scene. These are all just like colliders, and when it collides with it, it plays that animation. So here's that kind of in action with the debug stuff, and then there it is with it out. Then I did some more tests and stuff. Again, you can see that the bleeding happening there. A bunch more media tests. The middle one at the top is like a sphere with lots of spheres inside it, and it's kind of like a cross-section of a 3D object moving back and forth. I tried it bigger. I didn't like it bigger, so I went back smaller again. Then, yeah, it works better, like kind of micro scale. Then looked more at games. What kind of games could you run on this? Just Pac-Man. We've got the Biome logo there, old Biome logo. And then one day when I was out on a walk with my friend, I had an epiphany. What if you could do physical animated cross-stitch? I had this idea of like moving two loops of string through a bit of paper and black bits coloured in, and yeah, you can animate, you can do live action stuff. So after the test worked, I was like, right, let's get an Arduino involved and some motors, and I got this one moving from on to off, and I was like, oh my god, how do I scale this up? So I've got up to 4 motors. It was a bit more complicated, and I think this is as much as one Arduino can do with one 5-volt power supply, so I just got really lucky. So this is a 2x2 display. I've got a whole bunch of different animations running. I do have this with me, so come pester me afterwards and I'll take it in my bag and show you. But it's really cool just to see animate in front of your face. And then, yeah, that's the first thing people asked, and as you can see, that was on like March 25th, so I was like, oh, wait a minute. I like doing my April Fool's Day, so yes, I made a April Fool's Day Doom cross-stitch. So I combined the digital stuff with this, and so yeah, it's just an animation playing, it just moves back and forth, and then like I just kind of scale the thing up to make it zoom in. It's really glitchy, but people thought that made it look a bit more real. I also had like the noise of the motors running in the video, and it really sold the effect. I was kind of tracking my progress on TikTok as it was going along, so it would give it a bit more credibility, and that got like over like 250,000 views, so that was pretty cool. And some news outlets and stuff did pick it up. Even like Arduino, Bethesda, id, all these people retweeted it and didn't realize that it was fake. And some of them did remove it once they realized, like the day after, which is a bit sad. And I'm probably going to run out of time soon. Yep, 10 seconds. As we've said, Global Game Jam happening tomorrow. There's still space at the Dundee one. I've got one more. And then in the next month, there'll be SGDA Play Party. Yes.